Okay, hello everyone. Hi, it's welcome to Jetclean Pro. Okay, I'm going to go through why I've got this in my van and how I go about cleaning wheelie bins. The simple reason I'm doing this and I'm showing the customer this is because there are certain laws that you have to abide by when you're doing wheelie bin cleaning, and one of them is the interior of the wheelie bin has to go into a tank. If you see anybody cleaning wheelie bins on the street and the water is going into the drain gullies, don't entertain it. They shouldn't be doing it anyway. It's a £20,000 fine if you let that stuff go in the drains running in the street. Now there is a really weird side to this, because you can wash your car on the side of the road and you can let the soap and all the water and detergent go into the drain. That is different. The internal part of the bins that are filthy, dirty, got maggots, everything, that cannot go into the water in the streets. So with that said, let's get our bin and then let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put the bin inside. It's not a very dirty bin, this one, as you can see, but it is got a lot of muck in it. It's got cobwebs all on it. It hasn't been cleaned for a while, so it needs cleaning. The customer wants it cleaned. So we lift this up, we put it in the back of the van like this. And that sits in there like that. So the first thing we have to do, you might need to come a little bit closer so you can see that. You can see that it's inside there. So the first thing we need to do is we need to put some cleaner in there. Now everything I use is eco-friendly. We have to use eco-friendly products. We can't have chemicals going anywhere. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spray all the inside with a cleaner, an effective cleaner. Just all inside the bin. This will just loosen all the dirt off down the sides like this. As I say, we're not going to worry about the outside of the bin at the moment, because that can be done on the street. You can't clean that inside, but it's this part here that you cannot put into the street drains. So it has to go into a tank, and you will see in a minute that when I do this, everything in here will go into this tank, and then it gets recycled and it goes back into the main water tank, which is over here. So we're going to put this on like this. Just going to give this a quick soak inside like this. The edges of the handle like that. Okay, so that's that done. We're going to leave that for a couple of minutes just to start working. So everything in this van is self-contained. When we come and clean your bins, we don't need to use your water, we don't need to use your electric. I'll show you how this works. Come with me. So around here we have a petrol generator, and all we're going to do, we're going to start the generator up. Petrol like that. Start this up. And then we've got to plug it in, obviously. Okay, back down here. So that's our electric. Here, come here, in here, get closer. There's our pressure washer. We can't use the main one that I use for drains, because if I do, it'll just blow this to pieces. It's a separate pressure washer we have to use to go into this to clean here. So what we'll do, come around here, we turn the water on the tank. So the water is now coming from the tank into this pressure washer. So I'll turn this on. Let's get some hose out. And what we're going to do is just going to start cleaning inside the bin at the back. Come closer so you can see. See, it's blown all that bits of paper all over the place. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this nozzle off now, and I'm going to put this one on, and then I'm going to rinse this out now to get these bits out. Okay, so all the inside of the bin is now clean. Let's put this back on. Natural back number one, put it back on for a second. Now what we've got to do, we've got to bring the bin out. All this has been cleaned inside, so we'll bring the bin out. Right, so the next step now is we've got to clean all the outside. And to do this, what I tend to do first of all, we start on the base. When I clean the bin, I make sure I clean the whole bin. So just turn it down a little bit, get the pressure turned down, and you'll see why. So what we're going to do now is we're going to spray foam it. So I bet you're thinking to yourself, hey, spray foam and plastic come for cars, but this is special spray foam. This isn't for cars, this is one for plastic. Again, it's eco-friendly, but it is used for just for plastic. So we're going to put this spray over like this. Inside the wheels, and down the sides. Okay, so as I was saying earlier on, this is okay to do, this is legal to do. If this goes into the rainwater, the drain, it's not a problem, but the inside of the bins, no, you can't put that down the drain. Right. So we put our pressure back up again. So that's the cleaning done. Next stage now is to do the drying. So now the cleaning's all done, we can turn everything off. Okay. Oh, by the way, sorry, let me just explain something to you guys. When the water goes into this tank, as you can see here, I have a pump here and I undo this valve. It will then pump what's in this tank up into a filter, and then the filter recycles water back into the main tank. Okay, so the next stage. Let's put this back like this for a second. And then what we do is all the rubbish is collected here. Just take this like this. Stick it in a bin bag. Like that, and then that gets ready to go in the bin. Right, okay, so drying the bin. Let's go. So the first thing we want to do is we want to draw all the inside. So we'll get our mop. If you come here and have a look down here. Up the sides. Here like this. You're going to get it 100% dry, but the main thing is to dry it off as much as possible inside like this. And if you look down there, you'll see how nice and clean that is. Looks like a brand new bin. We'll rinse the water out on here like that. Trained a lot in there, to be honest with you, on that one. Okay, so the next stage is to dry. So we'll get our drying cloth. Just dry around the edges like this. Dry the handles. That's alright, don't worry. It's okay. Don't worry. Just dry the inside of this off like this. Dry all the sides. Like this, all in here. Some wheels are going to get dirty again when you're wheeling, or wherever you're wheeling, picks up the muck on the ground. But as long as they're clean, like that. Send it over. Dry the bottom, should I say, not clean the bottom. Dry the bottom of the bin like this. Back over. And make sure everything's nice and dry. So, you look inside the bin again. See how nice and clean it is inside there. Now the problem we've got now is, this is what I don't do. Most people now will turn around and think, okay, that's it, bin's nice and clean. I don't do it like that. I don't leave it like that. So what I'm going to do now is this plain eco-friendly polish. And you'll see in a minute if we'll come here with the camera, just so you can see how dull this is. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to do the lid, just spray some on the lid like this. And I'm just going to put that in like that. Edges here, like this, just gives it that extra touch. And then I'll polish that, and then I say, you'll see the difference between the lid and the sides. If you look at that, if you look at the lid, how nice and clean and shiny it is compared to the side. See the sides? again, the same thing. What we're going to do is just I'm going to spray some of this on here like this. In fact, we'll spray it all round. Okay. Wipe it on. So all I'll do first of all is just wipe it on. And again, the same as what we're going to do. We're going to start with here and we're going to buff it all up. Give it that light new shine. Have one clean bin. Now a lot of people say, oh, you're going over the top, you're going excessive, you're going over the top, you're polishing it and all that lot. But at the end of the day, if you're going to do a job on a bin, you've got to do a good job. People, your customers are paying for it, and that's what they want. They want a nice clean bin. So let's get down to costs. This is going to blow your mind. What I charge for cleaning bins. For a single bin like this, I always do prepayment. I do not do one-off bins. Simple reason why, if people are ringing me up, can you come and do my bin? By the time I've travelled there, clean the bin, got £4 or £5 for it, and come home, it won't worth me doing it. I sign you up for a whole year. You pay up front, so you pay £70 a year for one bin, and that'll get you 12 visits. If you want 2 bins cleaned like this, it's £120 a year. That way I'll come to you twice a month. Obviously, because one week they collect the rubbish, the next week they collect the recycle. If you have both bins cleaned and you pay up for the whole year, £120, I then clean your food caddy twice a month, free of charge. So you get that done free. So one bin, £70 for the year. That gives you 12 visits, one visit every month. 2 bins, £120 a year. That gets you 2 visits a month. If you do have any questions, please do message me. And if you need any further information, please check out my Facebook page, which is Jetclean Pro. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's just shows you basically how I go about cleaning the wheelie bins. But as I say, yeah, you do have to clean all the inside the van, so it goes into this. That's dirty water. You can't have this going into the rainwater, fresh rainwater. Okay guys, take care, and I shall see you soon. Take care, bye bye. Hey, and just quickly, I forgot to mention, guys, that once this has been cleaned and I've polished it all up, what I then do is I've made up some nice smelly stuff that I use essential oil, so it's again it's all eco-friendly essential oil. So all I do is just give it a couple of sprays inside like that, and trust me guys, oh, if you had smell-o-vision, oh, I'm going to ask the customer what he thinks. Stick your head in there, what do you think? What's that smell like?
Oh, it's very nice.
Baby powder.
But yeah.
It smells like baby powder, yeah? Is that what you think? Yeah.
Yep.
Yep, so that's it guys. As I say, everything is eco-friendly, eco-smelly, that's what I called it. So yeah, no point, as I say, if you do want your bins done, check out my Facebook page or give me a call on 07894 913 698, especially if you're in Ealing, Hanwell, Greenford, Pitshanger area, anywhere West London. And if you sign up, as I say, 12 monthly cleans, one bin for £70. Okay guys, take care, bye bye.